All right, let's get rocking. Our goal today is that we want to show you how Groove is the platform all marketers and agencies should be using. We have a new agency feature I'm about to go over with you right now, and it's going to blow your mind. Think white label. That's right. We're going to be talking about a white label of the Groove platform. More on that in a minute, because we're also going to show you why using the other guys is costing you time, money, and huge profits. And now, if you've only ever thought of using the Groove platform just for yourself, we want to show you why you should consider running your own agency, because we are going to teach you for free. That's right. Stick around to the end. We're going to tell you how you will get our $997 course 100% free on how to run your own agency. Now, before you think, wait, I don't even know how to use the Groove platform, don't worry. Number one, we have training, but number two, we actually have our own agency that we've completely automated and outsourced. We're going to show you how we attract clients, how we interview them. We're going to give you all of our standard operating procedures, all of our documents, our checklists, our templates that work right inside of Teamwork. We're going to show you where you could hire people, and we're going to show you how you can have a project manager manage all of the tasks for you. That's right. This entire model can be outsourced. You just run it like a business. So first, we have to prove to you that the Groove platform is the most powerful platform for marketers and agencies. And if you're already running an agency, great, just watch the rest. And if you've never considered running an agency, wait till you see what we have in store for you. Our course for $997 is going to be yours free. Just stick around till the end of this webinar to learn more. And if you're running an agency, you pretty much know what you're doing, but you'll still get the course as well. But this webinar is about proving to you that Groove is where you should have your clients. We're going to go over our 3 agency models for you in just a second, and make sure to pay attention to the white label. It's going to blow your mind. Now, again, we're not going to have training on how to run an agency on this webinar. We're going to prove to you that the platform is where you need to be running your agency. But don't worry, we're going to show you how you can get our $997 course on how to start and run your own agency absolutely free. All right, let's look at the new Groove agency feature that is coming out soon. So you'll see why you want to be running your entire business on it, for not just your clients, but also you. Let's jump in. Okay, now let's talk about how the agency model works in the Groove platform. The agency model is going to be released in the second quarter, which is just a couple of months away. And we have 3 ways that you can do it. The first option is the user grants you access as an agency, and they can revoke it at any time. Basically, it's like when you give somebody access to your PayPal account. Or it's going to work with the way the team roles work in Groove. They will go in, assign you as a team member, and decide what things you can do and you can't do. And you'll have access to their account to build their funnels, set up their products, their upsells, their bumps, build out their pages, set up their membership sites, set up their marketing campaigns, etc. If they're happy with your services, they'll continue to grant you access. If they're not, they'll revoke your access. The second is a real agency model. The way this works is you own the accounts. You, as the agency, buy the accounts in bulk, in 5-packs, at a wholesale discount, and then you resell it at any price that you want to your client. Normally, you might sell a $99 a month package for $500 a month because it includes your services. Since you own the account and you control the account, you'll be paying for it monthly, whether or not you have clients or not. That's why you have to buy them in 5-packs. We do that because you will be getting a substantial discount. You're getting that discount because you're buying in bulk. If you're happy with your client, you mark up the price and you keep the profit. As an agency owner, you can revoke customer access for non-payment, or if you just don't like working with the customer for any reason. What's great about this model is it's known as the hostage model. The customer has all of their hosting and all of their eggs in your basket. If for any reason they stop paying you, they'll think twice about it, because you can shut off their entire marketing funnel, their websites, their brand websites, and everything. You're in control. And now this third option is the most exciting option. You can white label the Groove platform with your own brand and your own URL and your own .com. That means you buy your own software name, .com, and we allow you to license the platform. We host the platform and we mask it around your domain. Just like when you build a site on Groove Pages. You connect a domain, we do the hosting, but it's your domain. You're essentially running the Groove platform. You don't have access to the source code, but it's a complete white label. As we said, it's your brand, your URL, your .com, and your logo and your colors. And you can sell at Groove's price or higher, and you can include your own services and bonuses, and you could also have your own affiliate program. And we're going to be giving you your own website so that you could do your own marketing. Essentially, you're licensing the Groove platform as an independent white label. White labels must buy accounts in bulk at wholesale discounts in 10 packs. Not anyone can qualify for a white label. You must be a legitimate agency with some influence because there is some time that it takes for us to set this up for you. Later, the wholesale discount will be revealed, but when you upgrade to lifetime platinum access today, which we'll talk about later, you will be getting a discount on these upgrades, which we will talk about later when we talk about how to become a member. We're going to jump right into the software right after this. What I'm going to be showing you with the software is that there are 6 publishing platforms that every marketer needs. Those are your website, and you need either Wix or Squarespace or the dreaded WordPress. And you don't build your website with a funnel builder, and you don't build your funnels with a website builder. Number 2 is you do need funnels for your advertising and your marketing and your affiliate programs and your product launches. After you sell the customer something, you need to be able to fulfill that in a membership site or a content management system. Those platforms can be very hard to use and even worse, extremely expensive. Number 3, you need a blog. Every marketer should use a blog. You should be blogging maybe once or twice a week at minimum because it's great for SEO. The problem why most people don't do it is WordPress is just too hard. We're going to solve that today. Next is e-commerce. No, I'm not talking about selling your digital products. I'm talking about an online storefront that you can have brand merchandise. And we're going to show you how easy it is to take your brand and put it onto a t-shirt and make a couple of $100 or like us, a couple of $1,000 every single month just by putting it in our email signature. And when your customers buy your gear with your logos, you create raving fans. And finally, you also need webinar funnels. And we're going to show you how to do that today as well. In order to do that, we need to talk about how all this comes together with hubs. Now, I'm going to show you how the hubs are now, and then at the end of the webinar, stay tuned because we're going to show you a sneak peek of the new hub that's coming out very soon. All right, are you ready now? Do me a favor, let's blow up that chat. Let's say, Mike, show me the software, show me the money. Type that into the chat. Let's get started. Let's get the energy back up, and we're going to go right now. All right, now we're going to talk about how hubs work. Hubs are going to allow you to have all of your brand websites, your funnels, your membership sites, your blogs, your e-commerce store, and your webinars and more, your checkout pages, your tracking links, everything all in one place. So essentially what you're going to be looking at is this is what it would look like here when you're seeing all of your current projects, right? And let's say Groove.CM, you have your main websites, and this is just a mock-up here, but just to give you an example. So if you wanted to create a new project, normally that's like for a new .com. At that point, you would click on New Project, you would give it a name, and then you want to say, what are you looking to do? This would be your starting point. And once you choose that, it then asks you, okay, what are you looking to do? Do you want to build a brand website? Do you want to create a funnel, a webinar funnel, publish a blog, create a membership site, an e-commerce store, or whatever the case is? Once you choose the ones, and you can choose as many as you like, and you can always come back and add more, then you will then see all of the different assets that you have connected to that domain. For instance, here in Fit Class, you have where you could set up new products or set up new pages and everything like that. So let's actually see it in action the way it currently is right now inside of the Groove platform. All right, so here we are inside of the Groove platform. You have a couple of ways that you can navigate through all of the different products. You have a navigation icon right here that gets you to your dashboard or Groove pages, GrooveFunnels, GrooveSell, GrooveAffiliate, all, et cetera, et cetera. And you can also just hover over this icon at any time and you'll be able to get that same menu here. We also have some quick links if you want to get into Groove pages or GrooveFunnels or GrooveSell, GrooveMail, GrooveMember, GrooveVideo, GrooveBlog, GrooveKart, which is like Shopify, or GrooveWebinar to create an automated webinar. So what I want to do in the next few minutes is show you how so quickly I can build a brand website, I could build a lead capture funnel, a webinar funnel, a blog, and an e-commerce store all in just a few minutes. But the very first thing that we need to do is we need to first connect a domain. Now you can see a little while back, I bought this domain to do for a demo for this webinar. I purchased this a couple of weeks ago. So my domain is called letsgroove.ai. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back to the Groove dashboard. I'm going to click on this logo right here, and you can customize that logo to be anything you want. You go to My Account, and right here, you can change the logo to be your company logo so that every single time you log in, you'll see your brand logo here. But what we want to do now is we want to click on domains. And I'm going to click on, I don't want to use a domain like letsgroove.groovepages.com. I want it to be my own domain. I purchased it. So I'm going to click on custom domains. So now I click manage, and I'm going to click add a domain. And normally 99% of the time, you're going to do the full domain setup. That's what's recommended. The legacy domain setup is if you have a blog that's published somewhere, or you have a membership site that you're using on that domain, but you want to publish to this domain as well and not overwrite that, then you would go to the legacy setup. But we have plenty of training on that. Like I said, 99% of you will be going with this full domain setup. So I'm going to click the next button here, very simple. And I'm simply just going to paste the URL. I'll zoom in just a little bit more, make this a little bit easier for you to read. And that's it. Let's groove.ai. I'm going to click next. All right, now it's telling me that I need to go into where I bought my domain, like GoDaddy or Namecheap, and I need to add this DNS. So what I simply do is I click on the copy button right here, and I'm going to come back and do the second one in just a minute. So I basically copied this to my clipboard. And now I go into my domain registrar. In this case, it's Namecheap. And I'm going to switch from the Namecheap name servers to custom DNS. And I'm just going to paste this one here just like that. We're going to go back, and I'm going to copy this second one here just like this. And then we're going to go back to Namecheap, and I'm going to paste that right here just like that. I'm going to hit the check mark button here. And just like that, we can now continue the setup process for the domain. So I'm going to click next. And now I'm going to click validate the DNS records. Okay. And as you can see here, it says domain status check initiated. Please try back again. Now, this does take normally, sometimes it could take 30 seconds, or it could take up to sometimes 15 minutes, a half an hour. Let's see how lucky we get here. I'm going to click complete process. All right, this is going to take about probably 5 minutes. So while I'm waiting for this DNS to propagate across the internet, let me tell you what's going on here. First of all, this is a list of all of the domains that we have in our company, or that you would have. And as a lifetime member, you're going to be able to get unlimited domains. Free members only get 3 domains. So as you can see here, we have a tremendous amount of domains that we use in our company. And you can just imagine yourself as a professional marketer, you're going to need constantly different domains for different projects, different launches, different funnels, whatever it may be. So the beautiful thing, like I said about the lifetime, is that you get unlimited number of domains. But once this domain is verified, I'm going to show you how we will set it up to what I want the .com to be, the hero domain. But what I want to show you right now, because I'm not going to actually build a GrooveKart store for Let's Groove. That would take a little bit of time for me to actually load products and everything like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually show you a store that we already have, and we're going to come back here in just a minute. And that store is groovegear.com. So I'm going to get out of here for just a minute, and I'm going to go over to GrooveKart. And again, this is like a Shopify store. And as you can see here, as we said, we have My Cat Swag, a GrooveFunnels demo, a training store that we do. And here's Groove Gear. So 2 things that are going to happen. Number 1, I'm going to go into the admin dashboard. And while that's loading, I'm also going to load up groovegear.com so you can actually see it in action. So you can see here, we sell things like coffee mugs, neon light here, all different types of print on demand. And all of this happens inside of the back office. So if somebody's looking for men's shirts, likely if I go over to, let's say like a t-shirt or something like this, you'll notice that they have different colors as well. And as I click on those colors, it'll actually bring up those different colors along. So here's a midnight navy blue that's going to come up. And here's the black. And we could choose small, medium, or large. And most things like Infusionsoft, GrooveKart, ClickFunnels are not going to be able to do this type of complexity. This is known as an e-commerce store. And you can do that with Shopify and spend a lot of money, or you could do it better and have a better looking store that's easier to manage. And you do that with GrooveKart. And so that's Groove Gear. We sell our own merchandise. We make a good $5,000 to $7,000 a month just selling merchandise to our own customers. So I highly recommend that you get some designs made for your own products. I'm going to close this tab and we're going to go into my store right here. And I don't want to spend too much time in here, but I basically want to show you that you can go into here and print on demand and drop shipping. And we have ways. Layer app is a way that you could layer things like patterns on top of sneakers and pillows and things like that. We can connect you to AliExpress, where there's tens of millions of products that can be shipped from all over the world, but they're mainly shipping them now. You could set that up. I just don't have the time to show that to you, but you'd be able to import products right from places that even ship from the United States to places in the United States or anywhere around the world. We have Tscape, we have Slingly. Slingly allows us to also integrate with Shine-On, so you can do print-on-demand jewelry. We have Dropified. We have our own customers that are giving you products in here. Orderlytics is like a Dropified. And we also have Printful, which is one of the most popular ones, and we're adding two more big ones that are coming up. One is Lulu, so you can do print-on-demand books, and I think the other one is Printify, but I forget the name. But essentially, what you do is you just connect your store, and once your store is completely set up, then what happens is you go into here and you have your products. All right, now again, I don't want to spend too much time in here because we have a lot to cover. But as you can see here, here are some sneakers that we use Layer app with to actually, as you can see in the images here, we added layers over some of the products here. But you see here, not only do you have your main information, but you can set up your descriptions that you'll see on the checkout page, your SEO, so how it's going to look for the search engines. We spent a lot of time making this a really powerful product for you. This is where you set your hero image and alternate images. You can even add multiple videos. And the pricing and variance, this is what makes this so different than something even like GrooveSell or GrooveKart. It's the ability to be able to do variants. Variants allow you to have different sizes and different colors and different prices for different sizes as well. You can set up your quantity discounts. There's more settings over here for your one-click upsells, your order bumps, bundles, setting up reviews. And the last thing that I want to show you here, I'm just going to exit out of here. I want to show you how Groove Pages for GrooveKart works. And what's really cool about Groove Pages for GrooveKart, as you can see, it pulls up. You're going to see a little bit more later, but we get a full WYSIWYG editor here. And basically, the beautiful thing is here, I can use basically Groove Pages to style and edit everything in here. I've got different blocks that I can, pull in. We have different types of elements, obviously text and things like that. And here are all the different pages in the website. Once we get to the category page, I can come around here and I can start designing every single type of page that's in here. This is really, really complex and very, very difficult to do in other websites like Shopify, but this is all what you see is what you get. You want to just click in here and start typing. It's very, very simple to manage these pages. When I click on the apps here that I want to show you, and that's our designer app. And what's really cool about this is if you want to even design your own products. Let's just click to a white t-shirt. We can click the front or the back of the t-shirt. I'm not going to spend a lot of time here, but I can go over to the templates. I can click on here, and just by clicking on here, that moves this here. But if I want to change the color of this, I simply choose any one of these things here, and I can make this color red. Let's see. Oh, that's the layers. I'm sorry. We can make that color red. We can make, let's make this like a dark blue or a medium blue. Just like that. You can make things larger and smaller. And you could search for things if you wanted to look for something like military. You just type in military, and you can now, let's say if we wanted to put that on the back of the shirt, you just click on it, select it, put it here. And again, you can change the colors over here, just like that. And when you're done, the print is what you really want to do. And this is where you don't want to include the base. You want to just say download, and what it's going to do is it's going to give you an image without the shirt that you could just upload right into something like Printful and add it to your store, just like you see all of the items that we have at groovegear.com. All right, but that's the image. Let's go back to the main dashboard and let's see now if that domain has been connected. So we're gonna head back over to the domain section, click on the domains, navigate back there where we were, and we're gonna click to verify domain to see if this has finally propagated over the internet. So let's click here and click validate, and look like that. We got a little successful notice over here, and that means my domain is connected. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna connect the primary app, and I want that to be Groove Pages, and now we're gonna get a line underneath the Groove Pages app here. I'm not gonna set up GrooveSell, but I do wanna set up a GrooveMember, and I want to put this at something called members.letsgroove.ai. So there we go. I just set that up. Let's go back. Let's also set up a blog, and I want to add my blog. I'm going to make that blog. Now you could also make it like yourdomain.com/blog, but I'm just going to do it called blog.letsgroove.ai, just like that. And let's go back and let's also set up the e-commerce. I'm not going to build it out, but I just want to show you, like if I was going to do it, I would put store dot, I would do shop or store. And just like that, I've now connected all of the things that I can now go back and I can start publishing all of these different items. Now, I haven't connected a store, so it didn't turn green yet. I haven't connected a membership, but when I do, they'll turn colors like this. So let's click on the update button here and head back to our dash, and let's get started. All right, let me hotkey back over to the keynote, and let's talk about the 6 publishing platforms that every marketer needs. Now, obviously, you need your brand website. And as you know, things like ClickFunnels weren't made to do your brand website, neither was Lead Pages. So generally, you went to what I referred to as the dreaded WordPress. And WordPress is not free. It's a free publishing platform, which is a gateway to hundreds of paid plugins that don't work well together. I'm one of the most technical guys that I know. And when it comes to building a website and having to use WordPress, it was one of the scariest things, and I just hated it. And I you can put a 1 in the chat if you agree with me on that. And I'm sure everybody feels the same way. So the only other choice then was to use something like Wix or Squarespace. And now I can see everybody putting 1s in the chat. You all agree you hate WordPress. All right, so prior to Groove, you either had to use Wix, Squarespace, or WordPress with some dreaded plugin like Divi or something like that. So Groove is gonna give you your brand website. It's also gonna do your funnel. So it's gonna replace your ClickFunnels, very, very expensive products that only do one thing, and things like Lead Pages. It'll also do your membership site. So it's going to replace things like Kajabi and Teachable and all of those different learning platforms that are very, very expensive for each course. With your lifetime, you get unlimited websites, unlimited funnels, unlimited number of membership sites with unlimited number of levels and users and all those different things. You're also going to have your blogs. On the left side, you see brand website. So even if you did Wix or Squarespace, you still want to have a blog for SEO. If you're blogging maybe twice a week or 3 times a week, setting up a WordPress blog, again, is just tough. We wanted to let you completely be able to divorce yourself away from any hosting company or having to use any type of WordPress. We want you to be able to do all 6 of these publishings all inside of Groove. And so that leaves 2 more. That leaves your e-commerce, which I just showed you before with GrooveKart, so you could build your own gear website or your own e-commerce or your merchandise website, all included. And remember, you get unlimited stores as well with GrooveKart, and there's no store fee for lifetime customers. And then finally is webinars. So Groove has an automated webinar platform. The live is coming in just a couple of months, but you also need to be able to publish webinar funnels. So I'm going to show you how you can do all 6 of those right now. And we're going to start with the blog. So we've already done the e-commerce, right? So I'm going to do the blog first because I can knock that out in about 5 minutes. Then we're going to go over to the membership sites because I can knock that out in about 5 minutes. And then I want to spend some time showing you how the brand website, the funnels, and the webinar funnels work. So let's head back over to the Groove dashboard and jump in and make a real quick blog and show you how easy and awesome that is. All right, so let's move the keynote out of the way for just a minute and let's go over to the blogs. Now, remember, we can just hover over and we can drop down to GrooveBlog, or we can just click right here. Now, you're going to see that we have a lot of different blogs because I'm doing demos all of the time, but I'm going to show you how I can build a blog in, under 3 minutes here. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click on New Blog, and I'm going to give this blog a name, and I'm just going to call it Let's Groove. And now we block the name Groove from the subdomain, so I'm going to put an extra O in there. So I'm going to call it Let's Groove with an extra O because we don't allow the word Groove to be used in subdomains. But that doesn't matter because I'm going to connect it actually to blog.letsgroove.ai, which I set up earlier. And so I'm going to click the done button here. And just like that, we have actually published a blog. Now, to prove that to you, I'm actually going to go over to the settings and I'm going to click on the domain, and I'm going to show you that this domain actually has a dummy blog live. This is live on the internet. Let's Groove with an extra o.grooveblog.com. But I'm going to match that, publishing it to a domain over here that we set up for letsgroove.ai. And we said that we were going to put that in the subdomain called blog.letsgroove.ai. So I hit save. All right, now that's saved. We're going to check on to see how it looks live in just a minute. Let's just walk through some of the settings real quick. The SEO is how you want your URLs to look. Very similar to WordPress. The domains we just went over. Logo and favicon. We give you some dummy logos. Let me actually load up a logo that I had made prior. And I believe that would be this one right here. Made a little logo called Let's Groove. And we're going to hit save. And let's create a little favicon here. We don't want the little G. So we're going to load up a little favicon. That's the little thing that you see in the browser tab. These little things right here that tell you, so you can easily recognize the brand. And we hit save. Social links are where you would put all of your, you would choose like an icon, maybe like you would put in Facebook, like this. And now you would put your link to your Facebook page, and then you would do one for Instagram and Twitter, etc. We'll hit save there. And this is where you manage your comments, forums, your copyright here. You could make that, copyright 2022, and you would just put in Let's Groove.ai. Now, embed ads. This is pretty cool. This is where you can put in any ads for affiliate programs or Google AdSense ads. I'm going to show you some examples of how we would do it with Groove affiliate ads. I had loaded up this tab right here. So for a header, now all of the code is always underneath the banner. So what we're going to do is we're going to get We'll use this one right here. And again, it's a little weird. This banner, the code is underneath it. So we're going to put some header code there. And now we'll get one for the footer. So it means we need another horizontal. So I'll just take this one here. Remember the ad is under, the code is underneath here. We'll probably make that a little bit easier to understand. And for a sidebar, we want something that runs vertical. So let's get one of these little GrooveZilla ones here. Here's one right underneath there. We'll put that there. And later, we're gonna, when we look at the blog, we're going to notice that we have ads on the blog. Tracking pixels is where you want to put your Facebook or your Google Analytics tracking. And the open graph, this means that when somebody shares this URL, what do you want the title and what type of image? So that is all of the settings. Now, I'm going to go over the rest of these here real quick for you, but let's go and look at the preview by clicking on this preview icon right here and see what the blog looks like. All right, now let's take a look at what's going on. First of all, we have our logo here that was replaced. Now here are the banners that we put up, the horizontal, here's the vertical, and here's the footer. And again, that could be Google AdSense. Now we're gonna go and make a post in just a minute. Next over here, we have the themes. We're gonna be making different themes for you. Right now we have what's known as the GrooveBlog Classic, and that's the one that we're looking at here. But as you can see here, we can change the font and the font size and all of the different fonts here. We can customize everything. For instance, I'm not going to go and Frankenstein this up, but if you notice the button here, if I say that I want the buttons to be the Groove pink color, just like that, they automatically changed in both of these areas. If I want my links to be a certain color or anything, I can just customize everything here just like that. Now, the layout is, there's a few things here. We have the home page, a post page, and a category page. So the home page, I can get rid of this sidebar here if I don't want it, but of course I want it. And if you don't want to show categories, you can remove that, but I think you should for SEO. If you want to leave this and connect this to a Groove Mail, so you can get opt-ins. And I recommend not showing the dates, because if somebody sees something that was written in 2018, they're going to be like, oh my goodness, that was such a long time ago. This can't be relevant. But if you're teaching somebody the 7 foods to eat when on keto, don't show the dates, because this blog will be relevant. You don't want the person thinking it's old. So I would shut that off. Number of posts. And now here, as you can see, this is a grid. That means everything is perfectly in a grid, or I can put it in a list where it stacks, or what's very popular is a Pinterest looking masonry. And that's how you want your homepage to look. Now, you can also change how you want your post to look. Do you want to have a sidebar? Of course. Do you want to show the dates? No. And how do you want your categories? This is when they click on a particular category, you could list them like this, or the masonry, or the grid. So that is how you basically customize the look and feel of your blog so that it matches exactly like it would from your website. Okay, that's pretty much the one-time settings, but let's go look at the blog posts now. Now, remember, we give you some dummy blog posts, but let's create a blog post right now. I'm going to click on New Post, and I'm going to take this from another blog that I put here. I'm going to call it How to Create a Membership Website for Free. And the description here for the website, I'm just going to copy some of that text already. And what you can do is you just click right here and you just start typing. So right there, I'm just going to paste some text that I had right here. See, just like that. Now, if I want to add a video, I can just simply click here. Let's first add an image, something from our library. So I'm going to click on image, and this is something I was using before. So let's click on that. And that's a screenshot from Groove Digital. And what I'm showing you is that you can type anything that you want and then add another image or even a custom embed like a countdown timer or something, and, from an opt-in from a third-party website. But let's just add just a little bit more text here. I'll just throw in I'm going to repeat the text that was up there above. And now what I want to do is I want to add a video. And so again, I just come over to here and I click this plus button and I click on video. And I'm going to just grab a YouTube URL. You could do a GrooveVideo URL or anything. I'm just going to post this and watch what happens when I hit enter. And just like that, folks, I've created a blog post. Now, the thing is this image right here is going to be shown when somebody shares the website. And that may not be what I want. So I want to do, again, what's known as a featured image. Again, that's like a thumbnail for a YouTube video. When somebody, just like you see kind of right here, we designed the thumbnail. So when somebody shares your website, you get more clicks. So what we have over here for every blog post that you want to do is settings. So first thing we want to do is we want to set a featured image. Otherwise, when somebody shares the link, it's going to give this text and this image. But I may want to override this text and this image. So let's start by first uploading an image here like this. And it has some curiosity. And you'll see that in just a minute when we actually preview the blog. Now, you can set the dates. What categories do I want to put this in? I'm going to put it in all 4 categories right now. This is where you add your keywords, and the excerpt, this is kind of like a call to action. I want you to look at this like an email subject line. And that means when people share it, it's going to override this. Now, this is pretty cool, but let's create one that looks even better for when it gets shared. The secret to a profitable membership site. All right, a few more things. We're going to have it add to the carousel, show to the homepage. If you want to allow comments, you would click here. And here's some other metadata, open graph stuff that you can do as well. Again, we don't have time to go over all of this stuff, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to click publish. And now what we're going to do is we're going to exit this, and we're going to head back to the front of the website and see how this actually looks on the website. So I'm going to click here for the preview. Let's let that load. And now what we're going to see when this loads is we're going to see that we have this blog that we just created, and we could click on it and actually see how it looks live. Here's our blog post. There's our video that we created. And this was the image and, you know, our sidebar and everything just like that. Now, also, you'll notice that the image has the featured image, as you see here. And you see here the secret to, typo there, profitable membership site. All right, so this is now in the carousel, and that is essentially how we make a blog. Folks, think about how fun and simple and easy that is, that you don't have to go out and install anything in WordPress. Literally in 5 minutes, I just showed you how to set up a blog where 90% of this demo was one-time setups. And then after that, you can go in and create a post very, very easy. And this is a lightweight blog made for SEO. And here is our navigation, our call to action, our logo, our categories. Very, very simple. Do me a favor, type 1 in the chat for me if this looked really easy and you're starting to get excited because you're starting to see how you can now have not only an e-commerce store, but also your blog. So do me a favor, put a 1 in the chat if you're excited. We still have more to come, so I'm going to start moving a little bit quicker. And now what we're going to do is we're going to click on Visit Blog and actually see what it looks like live. And there we are. We are live on the internet with an actual blog that we built in like less than 5 minutes. Honestly, I could have done it in about 2 minutes if I didn't have to walk you through it, but that's pretty exciting. All right, let's go back now to the main dashboard. And now we're going to talk about Groove Pages and GrooveFunnels so you can build a brand website that gets you booked for podcasts and speaking engagements or whatever you want your brand to do. But more importantly, how you can actually use GrooveFunnels for lead generation and how you can manage your webinar funnels as well. So let's get started with that right now. Okay, I could easily demo Groove Pages and GrooveFunnels for 2 hours. I do it all the time when I'm helping people move from the other platforms. But in order to help me keep this to under 15 minutes to show you how to build a brand website, a lead magnet funnel, and a webinar funnel, 5 minutes each. We're going to bring back the keynote, and we're going to be talking about some bullet points to help keep me on track and keep moving forward quickly. So finally, Groove Pages, welcome to the future. So here's what Groove Pages and GrooveFunnels gives you. First of all, It's a world-class editor. I'm going to show you how easy it is. It's the most pleasant user interface you've ever seen. It's also meant to be able to design for any device. So there's no other platform in the world that allows you to click a button and make edits for a mobile device, a horizontal tablet, a vertical tablet, a laptop, or a full desktop. It has the best SEO in the industry. All of the SEO people are moving over to Groove. It has clean code. It has fast page load times, faster than any other platform. And I'm going to prove that to you in just a minute. But it also has the ability to allow you to create pages, funnels, and websites and share either a page, a site, or a funnel with anyone. You get free and unlimited hosting as a lifetime customer, as a backer. You not only get unlimited domains, but you get unlimited images, unlimited hosting, unlimited pages, unlimited brand websites, unlimited .coms, unlimited funnels, unlimited webinar funnels. The people that are going to be paying $2.99 a month will have restrictions on those things. And the free people, even though we give 3 domains, we do limit the number of pages and the number of funnels that you can have, or even the number of pages you can have in a brand website or a funnel. So that's why whether you're looking to do this as an agency or if you're looking just for yourself, you definitely want to make sure you're upgrading before we go to the recurring. But here's the cool thing. We let you keep your own data. If you want to download the pages yourself, old school style, and keep them on your hard drive and then publish them to your own servers, you can do that as well. There's a lot of companies out there that like to have their own code and turn it into PHP and do some ninja things to it. So with Groove, you can do that. You can't do that with the other platforms. Now, if you see that middle bullet there, it says fastest page load times of any platform. Here's the proof. Recently, ClickFunnels was talking about their ClickFunnels 2.0, which is supposed to come out sometime this year. If they can keep it on track, we'll root for them to do that. Wink, wink. Here is a chart that they did at Funnel Hacking Live, comparing ClickFunnels and all of the other platforms. So not only ClickFunnels, but Fast Pages, Shopify, Kajabi, Convertri, Kartra, Keep, and Keep is basically Infusionsoft, and Lead Pages, and there's Groove Pages. Now, this was their event, so it's no wonder they buried us at the bottom. They didn't want to lead us at the top and show our best-in-class page time. So what you're seeing on the left is Fast Pages, building the same page that they built in these platforms, and then they measure them with GT metrics. Fast Pages built a comparable page at 2.2 seconds. Shopify took 5 seconds. Kajabi, 1.9 seconds. Convertri, 1.6. Kartra, 2.7. Keep, Infusionsoft, 6.8. Lead Pages, 4.1. And leading the pack, the fastest page load times in history is Groove Pages. And then on the right, you could see how ClickFunnels compared when they built each one of those pages. And we just smoked the entire field, including ClickFunnels. In fact, our platform is so good that we believe that we're the reason why ClickFunnels is deprecating ClickFunnels and building a new platform from the ground up, ClickFunnels 2.0. And seriously, it won't have 10% of the features that you get with Groove. And by the way, why pay them $99, $199, $299 a month for less? Or why pay us $299 a month when you could get the lifetime access today for just $19.97, or 2 payments of $9.99, or 3 payments of $6.99, and then you'll never have to make another payment to us or anyone else to run your entire business again. We're the best, I'm proving it. But let's go on to the hit list and talk about more of the things that Groove Pages and GrooveFunnels gives you that I'm going to demo for you in just a minute. You get brand website templates, you get funnel templates, you get webinar funnel templates, you get regular single standalone page templates, you get designer blocks. This is something you don't get in ClickFunnels. You get direct response blocks. Wait till I show you that. Wireframe blocks, mega menus. No other platform in the world has this. You're going to love this when you see it. High converting pop-ups that are just a pleasure to use. And of course, let's just talk about our easy layout options, our backgrounds where you could do images or videos, you can do patterns on top of them, you can do opacities and colors, animations on buttons and countdown timers, you can do delayed events, you have custom attributes, and you get all different types of elements like countdown timers, maps, iPads that you could put images in, buttons, and so much more. So if you're ready to see the latest Groove Pages, GrooveFunnels, and GrooveFunnels for webinars, put a 1 in the chat and we're going to jump in right now. All right, let's get this keynote out of the way and do a little page refresh right here. And now what we're going to do is we're going to jump in and show you the hero app, Groove Pages and GrooveFunnels. So what we do is, again, remember, we always have the hot links up here for our different apps. Or you can click here for navigation, and anytime you hover over the logo here. So we can just jump right in and click on Groove Pages. Now what you're going to see when this loads is all of the different sites that we have that we work on here. So a lot of demo sites, many of our own sites here, and it just keeps loading and loading and loading. Things that we're either working on or demoing, or stuff that we even help some of our friends with. Now what you're going to notice right there in the top left, it says MikeFilsame.com. So what I want to show you is my website right here, MikeFilsame.com. All right. I think it's a pretty cool website, but what I want you to realize is this was actually just built using 100% one of the templates that we have in Groove. Nothing more, nothing less. I simply took one of the templates and I made my website out of one of those different templates. Let me demonstrate that for you. Also, we have one of these cool little things that you can put into your bookmarks, and you just click Edit Groove Page, and just like that, it will automatically open up the page that you want to design in your editor. So this is my actual website right here, and I'm just going to show you here that I can put an exclamation point here. I can click the publish and publish that page, and then when we go back, we got the little green light. That means that it's now live on the internet. I hit the refresh, and we're live, and we see MikeFilsame.com now is there. Now I'm going to actually change that back. I can just hit the undo button there, and we'll publish one more time. And now my site is back to normal. All right, but what I want to show you here, I'm going to close my site down, and I'm going to exit out of here. And what I want to show you is that when I click on creating a new site, if I look at all of these different templates that we have here, this one right here, I'm just going to click preview because I'm not going to actually be using this website, but you'll see this was just a template that I just put my picture right there, and I listed some different information here, and that became my site. In fact, I think even my partner, JohnCornetta.com, uses that same exact template. There you go, as you can see. And he has his story right there as well. So I encourage you, if you want to have your brand website, to use that one as well. Now, while I'm here, I want to take the time to show you all of the different templates that we have in our library. It just goes on and on. I'm going to actually have to scroll a little bit faster here to show you, but let me show you something else that's pretty interesting as well. All right, let me hotkey over and show you the way that you can search for different templates. You can search by newest or best converting. You can search for a particular name. You could search for tags, and you could search for campaign type. Now, if you're looking for a single page, you can go here. If you want a complete website that has all of the pages built in, a whole collection of the About Us, the contact with one theme, you would click on Complete Sites. And if you're looking for your funnels, you click on funnels. And if you're looking for webinar. So let's take a look at webinar. You click on webinar, and just like that, you would see all of the different webinar templates that we have. This one has 8 pages. This one has 4 different pages. This one has 4 as well. This one has 8. So if you wanted a deep dive on this one, you would simply click here, and you can import this entire funnel, or this is the preview of any of the pages that you click here. So if you click here, you're seeing this page in the preview. If you want to import just a page, you can, or the entire funnel, you can. And so that, we think, is pretty cool, the way that we design our pages, our webinar templates, our complete brand websites, and our funnels. So let's now go back to the builder. Okay, I'm going to start moving pretty quick here. I'm going to just import about 6 to 8 different pages because I want to show you how some of the best features work here. So I'm not going to be designing the best site, obviously. What I'm going to be doing is just highlighting some features. So let's start with a page that I can see here has some navigation. So I'm going to select this. We're going to give it a name. We're going to call it Let's Groove.ai. That's just what I'm calling it as a reference. And now what's happening is it's going to import that website right onto the canvas for us. And that's going to take just a couple of seconds. And then once that's done, you're going to see that there's navigation right here across the top that my designers put in as dummy navigation. So I'm going to click on this navigation menu and just clean all of that up. We're going to say no external links, no fake links, and we're going to have navigation pages that are in the website. So I'm not going to have it exclude anything. We're going to leave the home page in there as well. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to rename this page. We're going to call it Home. Okay. And now I'm just going to start adding some pages in here. So bear with me while I do that. I like this one right here. This is a podcast page I just selected. We had a friend, Sharon Worsley, that wanted a podcast page. I said, hey, I'll design it for you in Groove. And then when it was done, I said, she said, hey, you could leave it as a template. So all of you guys get this gorgeous podcast template automatically as well. So I'm going to just rename this podcast. Now, you're also going to notice here that the URL would be /page 2. You can go into the settings here and you can change the URL, and we might just want to call that podcast. But I'm not going to do that on every single page, but I just want to show you that you can do that. On top of that, there's more settings that you can do, like your meta keywords. You could redirect the page if you're ever no longer using it. You could put an exit alert if people click this little X button right here. It'll actually give one of those browser alerts. And you have the open graph so that you can do the sharing, stuff that we just don't have the time to get into right now. But let's add a couple of more pages. I'm going to, let's see here. Let's just pull in this one right here. I'm just pulling in random pages. We're going to call this one the About Us page. All right. And I'm going to pull in a page called Contact. And let's see, which one can we just pull in? We'll just pull in this one. It's a sales page, but I'm just going to call this Contact just for now. And I'm going to pull in 2 more pages. I'm going to pull in a page that we might give away, like a free report and ebook. There we go. I'll just choose this one right here. And we're going to call that one Free Report. And we're going to do one last page. We're going to put in a thank you page for that free report. So we'll just go down to the thank you pages and find one that looks good. I think this one looks pretty good right here. All right. And I'm just going to rename that Thank You. We'll just leave it like that. Thank you. Now, when we go back to the home page that had all the navigation, what you're going to notice is that all of the navigation is going to start to show up here. Now, what I can do is, since this is the home page, me personally, I probably would remove and exclude the home page. So we're going to do that, make a little bit more room there in the navigation. I can also notice there's a problem right here. I have my free report and my thank you page. These are kind of like hidden pages. I really don't want these showing on the website. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bury them here where it says hidden pages, just like that, are no longer showing in the menu. And the other thing that I can do is I can take the About Us or the Contact and I can make this a sub-navigation. Check this out. I can just Contact Us like this. And so now I have a drop-down menu just like that. So we actually can build a full website with full navigation. Now you may say, Mike, what about if I have like a membership site that I need people to log in and it's not a page, or if I have a support desk? Well, let's do both of those. All right, let's move to the menu and let's add 2 external links that we just wanted right there. One we just said would be members, right? And then I would link that to whatever my membership site is. Right now, I'm just going to put none just for the sake of time. And for the second one, we said that would be support. And so I can link that to anything. One of these pages that we created here, or a block on the page. So for instance, if I wanted to send this here, I could just rename this to a course. I'm just going to call it Course Cat to save time. And then you'll notice that when we go back, I messed up. I was supposed to actually hit update. So I lost that work that I was working on. So we just have to do that again. I never hit the update button here. So that was called members, and this one was called support. And as I was saying, I could link that to a block. And as you can see here, I just named one of the blocks. Let me hit update here. And I have to do the same thing here. If I want to take this block and call it Course Cat, I have to hit the check mark. I never did that. Okay, so going back up, as we were saying, if I want to have my navigation menu, if I wanted it to go to that block, you'll now see that I have a block called Course Cat. But we actually want this to go to an external URL. So where do we want that to go? We want that to go to groovesupport.net. All right, and I want that to open into a new tab. And if I want to adjust the width of these menus, I can do that as well. I click update. Now you're going to see it's going to add two more things, members and support. And just like that, I've built a website with full navigation. Now, I think that's pretty cool, but let me show you one more thing that we could do as well. I might want to have a pop-up happen when somebody enters the site, leaves the site, or clicks this button. So let's look at how that happens here. We're going to click on the pop-up, and we're going to add a pop-up, and we're going to find one here from our template. And let's see which one. I happen to like this one right here, this little pink one. It's Groove's pink color. So first off, let's give it a name. I'm going to rename this Free Report. That's the name of the pop-up. All right. And I'm also not going to mess around here with anything. I might, change the text if I wanted, but I'm going to first click the save button, and I want to edit the settings and change this to an entry pop-up. And I only want this to show on the home page, and I want it to show on every visit. And let's delay it for 3 seconds, and let's give it a bounce animation and hit the checkbox here. And now we're going to go back to our home page, and I'm going to click the preview button, and that's going to open up the website. And you're going to notice if we count down from 3, 2, 1, we get the pop-up with the bounce animation, just like that. Now, I'm going to close this, and I'm going to mess with that pop-up one more time, and I'm going to make it an exit pop. So I'm just going to switch this to exit, and we'll show it on every visit. So we'll go back, we'll hit the save button. We will now preview this page one more time. It'll open up. Now we're not going to see the pop-up even if we count down from 3, 2, 1. It'll never show the pop-up unless I have an intent to leave. So when I move my mouse, there's my exit pop-up. Now we're going to do this one more time. I'm going to now change the pop-up to a standard pop-up. And by doing that, that means it's never going to go off unless I link it to a button or an image. I can just right here, free report, like that, and link it to a pop-up that we called free report. Click the update button, just like that. And one more thing, just to show you, like if I wanted to change the background color of that button, let's say to like yellow with black text, I would just make this text black, just like that. And now I have a report maybe with a slightly better call to action. We'll hit the save button, we'll hit the preview, and now you're going to notice that when we count 3, 2, 1, we don't have an exit pop, an entry pop. We don't even have an exit pop. In fact, I have to click here to activate the pop-up. So that's how our pop-ups work. I think that's nice and easy, pretty cool. We have a lot more I want to show you. Okay, so next here we have settings. I can do all my site settings like the website. I can change the favicon. Again, that's a little icon that shows up here. I can change the default font. I could redirect the site if it's ever an old site, or if it's maybe a launch and now I just want it to redirect to sold out, I can do that. If I don't want it indexed by the search engines, enable a little cookie alert bar that says, yes, I want to accept all cookies. Tracking codes, open graph, all that you have there in your site settings. Nice and easy. Now, remember I told you that there's a little button here that you can add to edit any page that you own. So you just click on this instant edit bookmarklet. It'll show you how you can install that. Before we go over the blocks and the elements and the funnels, what I want to do is spend a little bit of time showing you the style editor and how the changes apply to all devices or to a single device. So right now, we're going to apply this to all devices. So what you're going to notice, the first thing right here is when I make this font a little bit bigger, like this, and I may want to do this for any particular reason, but here I'm doing it for a demo. You're going to notice when we go to the mobile, that looks ridiculous. So we've got to make it look a little bit better for the mobile, and then we go back here and it just doesn't look good anymore, and I might want this to be a little bit bigger, and I have to find a happy medium with all other editors out there. But what if I wanted this thing to be just massive? Now, what I can do is I can go to the mobile device, and now I can say, see, it says applying changes to all devices. I can shut that off, and now it's only the mobile device. And now I'm going to make this very, very small on purpose, and I'm going to change the color here. Let's just make that red, and I'm going to show you why in just a minute. All right, and now I'm going to go to a vertical tablet, and we're going to make that. And if you notice, we're not competing with the image over here like we are over here. So that's why each device needs to be designed specifically. You need to do a pass and take a look and see how everything looks. I'm going to make this a double line here, and I'm going to make this one blue. And again, I would never do this. I'm going to show you something in a minute when we look at the different screen sizes. Oh, now we're competing with this lady over here. So now, as you notice here, I've got my text centered. Over here, I may want the text to be left justified here, and I need it to be much smaller here because I'm competing with the lady on a horizontal tablet. I'm going to change this color to yellow. Again, just so that I could show you some changes later. And now this is a laptop, and we're still competing with this lady here. So I'm going to make this text color, let's see here, like a pale blue. And I still need to adjust the size of that. And I want this to be left justified as well. And I think that looks pretty good there, but I want the massive white one here. And now I can move back to all devices for everything else that I'm working on. But here's what I really wanted to show you. When I click on the preview and I pop this out, watch what happens when we go from a desktop to a laptop. Just like this, you're going to see that was the color that we set it for a laptop. Now the next one will be a horizontal iPad. So that would be like this. Remember, we made that yellow. Now a vertical iPad, we're going to lose the lady, right? Just like that. And finally, the last one was the mobile device. So we got to get real small. And that's the way we designed it for the mobile device, if you remember. So I'm going to put this tab back up, but just to show you as we went back, remember mobile device, vertical iPad or tablet, horizontal, laptop, and desktop. Again, you can make pixel perfect websites with this feature. It's an exclusive feature that nobody else has. So I'm just going to close that demo. Okay, let's get back to GrooveFunnels and show you some more things that can be done. So let's go to one of the pages here. Let's see this About Us page. Let's try the contact. All right. So what I want to show you that you can do as well is that you can change background images and videos and patterns. So the first one I'm going to do, I'm just going to click pattern. You got image, video, and pattern. I'm just going to click on a pattern. But what we're going to do is we're going to focus on putting a background image here. So what I do is I load up a background image, and let's say I wanted a Ferrari or a Lamborghini. So I'm just going to search car, see if anything like that comes up. I think this is a pretty cool background right here. So I'm going to take this particular image, add it to my library. It takes about 3 seconds. And once that's uploaded to my library, I simply click select, and I click on, let's see, the color. Oh, here's my opacity. There we go. So now I have an opacity slider here that I could put for the background. So I can take any color, like give it a blue or a tint here, and I can adjust the opacity. I think the blue kind of looks pretty cool. You could even do like a black. Wow, that looks really nice. See that? And just like that, I can now add, I think I'm going to make that a little bit darker to make the font a little bit easier to read. But depending on what your background is, if you're a painter or, if you're doing a dentistry, then you would just change the image back there, just like that. Let me show you something else that can be done that's pretty cool too. I'm going to go to the background, and I'm going to now click on video. And bear with me, I'm just going to get a video URL from YouTube. And I'm going to go back to this homepage here. So I'm going to change this background here by clicking on background. And whoops, I want to click right here. And there's already an image, but I want to override that with a video. And I'm just going to put the YouTube ID. You could use a GrooveVideo, Wistia, anything. I'm just going to put the YouTube ID right here, just like that, and click update video. And now you'll notice there's a video playing in the background. But again, what we probably want to do is go in and put a color on here and then lower the opacity. And again, we can even give it a color gradient if we wanted, like that. I'm going to stick with the black, and I'm going to make it a little bit dark, but just like that. And that's how you add a video background. Going back to the image that we were doing before on the contact page, I wanted to also show you that what we can do is we can also do what's known as the parallax effects. So you'll see when I'm scrolling right now, the car stays with the text. But if I click on parallax, what will happen is you see the text moves and the car doesn't. So that's called parallax. So that is some pretty cool stuff. Wanted to show you that as well. Just a couple of more things that I want to show you because we have a lot of different stuff here. But anything that you click here, you notice that we have a style editor that just makes everything very easy. If you click on this button, and like I said before, you want to make that, the Belcher button color, which is generally yellow with black text. There you go. We got yellow and black. Now, if I want to make that text a little bit bigger, no problem. I simply just make the text a little bit bigger. If I want to make the borders round, well, then I just get the slider over there just like that. Or I can leave it slightly round like Steve Jobs. And many of you want to know, how do you get that ClickFunnels style button? Well, then what you do is you just click add another label. You can add as many as you want. And here I'm just going to write, we respect your privacy, right? And I'm going to now click here, and I'm going to get a second label right there like that. But I can also even style that text to be even smaller or larger if I wanted as well. But also what I can do with this button is I can add an icon to the left or to the right. But let's just add a, let's see, let's just say like a calendar icon. Like, let's just say that, I was telling people register for the webinar. So I would say register now, or check book dates. There we go. And now we can see that we can fun and easy it is to design. But most of the stuff you don't even want to have to worry about designing, because take a look at this. I'm going to move to a different page right now that these blocks may look a little bit better on, or demo better. We have different types of blocks. So if you wanted to put a countdown timer, well, you simply just find the countdown timer that you want, drag it over here just like this, and you click on the timer like this, and you can configure if it's a fixed or daily or from landing and what happens and all that different type of stuff and what happens when it's done. That's called our blocks. And we have all different types of blocks. We have team blocks, right? So if you want to say, here's our team. If you want to get testimonials, we have testimonial blocks, and you can do them with even videos that you see here. But and again, if you want to change any of these backgrounds, you simply click and you change the background and you make it slightly darker. But then you'd need to change the text and all that different type of stuff. But very, very easy to use. Let's say you wanted to add a pricing table. Well, no problem. We simply go over to pricing, and we can add a pricing table. Now, we have all different types of blocks that you couldn't imagine, but check this out. We also have wireframe blocks, and the wireframe blocks are if you just want to do away with any of the the design, and you want to go in and do all the designs yourself later. All right, now. This one's really cool. Direct response blocks. Look at this. If you wanted to do old-fashioned, or what I would say, direct response, or AKA ClickFunnels styles buttons, we have all of these, but the difference is where ClickFunnels has like funnel images, I forget what they're called, which are all images that just Google hates. All of these are actually buttons that you can see it. This is all just regular code. Remember, I told you before, our code is very, very clean, unlike many of our competitors. Not only do we have designer blocks, I showed you pop-ups. Let me see if I can very quickly demo the mega menu for you real quick. The way that works is you would take an item, and I would say, I want to link this page. So I actually go to the podcast and I say, I want that to go to a mega menu. And now I choose the blocks, and I would go to mega menu, and let's see. I would probably say I want to bring this over here like this. And now I would start linking all of these different things and changing it. But essentially what I want to show you, when I go to look at this page, I'm going to preview it. And I hover over the podcast. You see, it even gives me a little icon. I've created a mega menu, and I could link all of these things. See, it's style. Isn't this gorgeous? Folks, this is really, really killer stuff. The last thing I want to show you is the elements. And I really don't have all that much time, but this is where you can do different column layout. You could add a carousel. Just to wrap up, some of the other things that we do have in the elements are things like Google Maps, progress bars, countdown timers. You can do your custom embeds, all of your integrations. You can bring in any type of video. And of course, we even have things like laptops and iPads that you can just drag in. And I'll just show you just real quick if I wanted to put an iPad, an iPhone here. I'll make it purple. No, I could do that. Let's add an image in there. Let's just add this here and click update. Again, I'm creating a Frankenstein site, but I just wanted to show you how you could add phones, tablets, all of those different types of things as well. Finally, the last thing I'm going to show you is that I can take this and I can do an animation, like I can do a bounce on reveal, and I can make it say repeat, and I can even like delay it, like the old don't show the button under the video until 45 minutes and 30 seconds. But let's just take a look at this button here. Now that we just set it to bounce, and you're going to notice that it will bounce, and I had it repeat, so it'll continue to repeat. Okay, so that is Groove Pages. Now, real quick, I'm going to show you how you would do funnels and webinar funnels. Very, very simple. For funnels, I'm going to just click here, funnels, and I'm going to say that I want to add a VSL funnel. And what it's going to do is it's going to import all of those different pages that are in the VSL funnel. And here's the order page. It just has to build it onto the canvas. Here's the one-time offer page, and here's the thank you page, the order confirmation. And then when I'm done, I can rename this or keep it the same. If I wanted to add another funnel to this domain, I would simply just add a consulting funnel. And just like that, it's going to import those different pages, as you can see. And if I start to click on them, we can actually see what these pages look like. This is the called the video training. Here's the scheduling page as well, the checkout page. It's got everything that you would need. Again, I could come in and now I'm managing all of my funnels. If I want to add a webinar funnel, I come in here, choose this gorgeous webinar funnel that we have here, and now it's going to start to import these different pages for us. And I can just start editing and changing the videos and the replay and the checkout page. All of that stuff is here for you. These pages are designed off of the way that we market. We head back here. This is a little bit too long in the name. I would just call this webinar. Whoops. Investments. Let's call it like that. Now we can manage it. You can have unlimited webinars, unlimited funnels. And so the beautiful thing is your brand website is here. All of your funnels are managed here. And your webinar funnels are managed here, which link with Groove Webinar, which we just won't have the time to show you today, but you can imagine it's an automated webinar platform. I'll give you a quick sneak peek to the navigation of it, but we just don't have time to go into it. So when we're all said and done, what we've got to do is we've got to choose the custom domain because we bought this Let's Groove.ai domain, and I want to put that to the root domain, and I'm going to publish this entire website. And now every single one of these pages is being published to the website. And once I get the little green notification here, when we go to Let's Groove.ai, you're going to notice there's that website that we just built. It's actually live on the internet. Plus, here's my mega menu, my other pages here that we just dummied in. We're going to go back to the main dashboard. There's never been an easier way to get all of your publishing up and running. So I'm going to hotkey back over to the 6 publishing platforms every marketer needs. We did the website, we did the blog, we did the e-commerce, we did the funnels, we did the webinars, but we haven't done the membership site yet. So let's just go back real quick to, we're not going to have time today to show you GrooveVideo, but to create an automated webinar, it's very simple. You just go in here and you walk through the entire wizard, and you click the edit button and it walks you through all of these different things here, and you set it up, and that's how you do your automated webinar. And then when you're done, again, we don't have the time to show you all of that here today. We're going to go back to the dashboard, and I want to show you real quick GrooveMember, and then I'm going to show you some slides for GrooveSell and GrooveMail and what's coming up next. All right, GrooveMember. Absolutely gorgeous. I built a little membership earlier because I didn't want to take the time to actually build one out. So we're going to look at all the different memberships that we have here. I just created one called Let's Groove.ai earlier so that we could get through this a lot quicker. But you can customize the membership look and feel just by choosing a template. And as you can see here, I'm just going to click over to here and I'm going to click on customize. And we have a light theme, a dark theme, or I can even customize this theme, to the Groove colors, just like that. I'm just going to go to the dark theme and click save, and we're done. And we can set up a lot of things that I don't have the time to show you today, but like on the outside when you're not logged in, like your About Us pages, we even have, there's too much for me to actually go over, but it's really, really awesome. But let's go back now and show you the courses. So once we create a membership is a collection of courses. So as you can see here, I created some dummy courses, one called Learn Facebook Ads, one called SEO. And it's so simple. Once you want to edit your course, you'll look over here and you'll see this is how the course outline is, just like this. They're made in modules lessons and chapters. And then you just click the plus if you want to add another lesson or chapter. But let's just click over here on this particular module or lesson actually, and see how easy it is to build a lesson. I just say intro, right? And I say today you will learn, etc., etc., etc. I can change any video I want here, just like it was with the blog before. I can write whatever I want, and when I'm done, I can click plus and add more things here, or I can click this plus button here, and I can add more content. I can add a checklist, and then I can add items for the checklist here by just clicking the add item and add item, or I could delete something and I just go in here and I start editing. I click plus and I want to add an accordion and more items into the accordion. I just keep clicking the plus button there, and it's very, very simple. Your downloads, your checklists, it's just like that, and you created a post. And that's it. Now you go to here, to your course outline, and you say you want to create another chapter. Great. It's that easy. And then when you're done, you hit save, and your membership, it's what you see is what you get. And you would now connect this membership to members. In this case, let's Groove.ai. Very, very simple. We didn't have the time to go over all of this. I wish I did. Had a chance to show you, how you can set up all of your access levels and different things like that. But we're going to hotkey back to the keynote, and that is everything. We built a brand website. We built a blog. We showed you how to do funnels. We showed you how to do webinar funnels. You have an automated webinar solution. We showed you how to build a e-commerce store. And I rapidly showed you a membership site. Now what I want to do is I want to walk you through some slides on GrooveSell, just real quick. And then I'm going to talk to you about what's coming next. And then we're going to talk about how you can get access to Groove. Okay, here we are back at the dashboard. Now, while Groove Pages and GrooveFunnels is the heart and soul of the Groove software, GrooveSell and Groove Affiliate are the engine that drives all of your sales. Now, to get to GrooveSell, we can click here, or we can go to the navigation and click right here and head on into the GrooveSell dashboard. Now, GrooveSell is where you set up all of your products, your upsells, your order bumps, your affiliate programs, you pay your affiliates, you get your reports, you basically see how your money is made. This is light years ahead of any other platform that there is out there. More than Infusionsoft or Keep or SamCart or Pay Kickstart or ThriveCart. Those are all good products, but they are actually inferior compared to what you can do with Groove. Now, don't get us wrong. All of those platforms are really, really good, and they're run by really good people, but they just don't have the experience that we do creating shopping carts. I've been doing this since I created Pay.com back in 2005, even before I launched Butterfly Marketing, that went live. We created Deal Guardian. As you know, I was the co-founder of Kartra, and we built this type of technology into Butterfly Marketing. Nobody really knows this better than we do. And it shouldn't go without saying that this is the only platform that can do Butterfly Marketing. And Butterfly Marketing is something that allows you to sign somebody up for free and make them an instant affiliate, give them a series of one-time offers, and also increase their commission if they buy any of those one-time offers, and fulfill that product with an affiliate embedded widget and affiliate links all in one process without the customer having to do anything. We just don't have the time to go over that, but it's actually made me over $50 million in my career, and we teach it inside of Groove. Again, it's a strategy that only existed in the mid-2000s because of Butterfly Marketing. WordPress took over and it wasn't compatible, and nobody's been able to do it for the last 15 years until the Groove platform came around, and it's one of the reasons why we are having such incredible growth. I'm just going to flip on demo mode to hide some customer data. And we're also releasing that feature along to you as well so that you can do training courses on Groove without customer data being shown. But as we click through here with affiliates and customers and reporting and the different types of tools that we have and the marketplace where you could actually find different products that are selling here. If I were to demo Groove, it would take me about 2 hours. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to move over to some slides, and I'm just going to go over the bullet points for the sake of time to show you all of the different things that you can do with GrooveSell. Unfortunately, we won't be able to show you a demo of those things, but I'll have some screenshots of some of those things that can give a little bit of a bigger picture. So let's move on to the PowerPoint. Let me hotkey my way back to that. All right, let's go through what you can actually do with GrooveSell. First of all, you can create product funnels. Product funnels are essentially something that you would build out on a whiteboard, like with a funnel mapping process. And you would basically say, this is my front end product. It's going to have 2 upsells with 2 downsells. And some of those products are going to have order bumps. And you basically set your different price points, and you could give people the choice for a pay in full or an easy pay or recurring or an annual. And all of those things have incredible complexities. And that's handled through our product wizard in the product funnels setup process. You can have front-end products, you can have upsells, you can have downsells, you can have order bumps. You can have something that is exclusive to Groove, and that's known as the post-sell order bump, or known as a hybrid upsell. Now, the post-sell order bump hybrid is similar to what you see at Amazon when you click on something and a little slider comes out from the right, or a modal comes up and asks you if you want an extended warranty. It's actually an upsell and an order bump, but the way that we do it is we actually collect the credit card from the customer, and now you don't have to show the order bump at the time of purchase. A little pop-up will come in after their credit card has been processed, and then if they choose that bump or not, you can then send them off to the real upsells. Next is something we called add to cart order bumps. This is another exclusive only to Groove. And this allows you to have an upsell process where you have a bunch of your different products, maybe including your most popular products or legacy products. And instead of making a bundle and saying, here's all 11 for $997, what you can do is you can say, here's all 11. They normally sell for $497 each. Pick the ones that you want for just $97. And the customer can say, I want this one, skip this one, I want these 2, add to cart, add to cart, add to cart, skip a few, remove it from cart, and then a big button at the bottom says, now check out. And it'll calculate their totals and do a one-click upsell, but it's a customized one-click upsell. Nobody else has that. Let's move on and see what else we can do. We are one of the only platforms that allows you to do a free checkout, meaning you can sign somebody up like we do at the front end of Groove when you signed up for your Groove account. We also do free trials and dollar trials, recurring payments, recurring installments, which is an exclusive to our platform, which means that you can tell somebody they can pay you 3 payments of $97, and then you can have that happen annually. So every January, February, and March, they could be charged $97, but then they don't have to be charged for the rest of the year. This works really well. We do quantities, so people can buy more than 1 license of a product. We have coupons, and we have pay your own price or donation. There are many different strategies for the there are many different strategies for the pay your own price. But what I want you to really look at it is if you wanted to create something like a donation, kind of like doing some type of GoFundMe, or even better, you're developing a platform where you want people to be able to tip. Kind of like where you see with YouTube, they have something called Super Chat, and people can say they want to give $1 or $3 or $5. And basically, you can give a button and people can name their own price. All right, moving on, you can do customized checkouts that have fully integrated with the look and feel of your website, meaning you can set the same fonts, the same font sizes, the same colors and themes of your checkout to look like it was made just for your brand. And instead of sending people to check out at GrooveSell, like you would send somebody to check out, say, at PayPal, you can take that GrooveSell link and you can connect it to the domains like we showed you earlier. And instead of sending somebody to check out at groovesell.com, they could check out at checkout.yourwebsite.com so that the sales process looks like they've never left your site. This actually increases conversions. Again, something our competitors just don't do. Now, you can have the standard checkout where they fill out their name, billing, address, credit card, shipping all in one place. Or you can have the multi-step checkout process, and you can have all different variations of the order and the look and feel of that. But one of the best things about a multi-step checkout process is that it allows you to collect the email address on the first step, and if they don't complete, you can now put them into a cart abandonment follow-up series, which is something that we also have built into GrooveSell. Moving on, you can collect passwords for a SaaS. I'm not aware of any other platform or any other competitor that has an option for you to say, I want to collect the username and the password and pass that along for my SaaS company that I've built. Without this, any software that you're developing, you have to build in your own checkout process. You basically have to build your own GrooveSell, which means you have to make many different sacrifices, and then it's very complicated to get an affiliate program set up because you have to set up a third-party affiliate program like Post Affiliate Pro or Tap Affiliate. With GrooveSell, you just say, I want to collect a username and password on the form. And then with our webhooks, we send that to anywhere that you want. That's also great because then the user gets to create their account as they're checking out, just like you do when you sign up for Groove. In fact, Groove uses this exact technology out of the box to get you signed up for your Groove account. Isn't that great? Now, we do partner contracts, which means that if there's another vendor on Groove, or you want to team up with somebody with an affiliate program or whatever the case is, you can say for this particular product or this particular promotion, I want to link our accounts. And then you set the splits at 50-50 or 60-40. And then every time the sale comes in, we will split the money up into a ledger. And then the controlling vendor then can pay the partner the same way he would pay an affiliate. And the partner contract is something that is locked in, that both parties agree, and all the reporting is transparent. Now, coming soon, we're going to have something called GrooveSell Plus, where that will allow us to do the processing for you if you like, just like ClickBank, or you can just use GroovePay, which is what we recommend. But also, if you want to do all the processing, GrooveSell also has another feature called the Guaranteed Affiliate Payout. And what that means is you can use Stripe, PayPal, or GroovePay, or we would probably just recommend that you use GroovePay and PayPal together. And then you connect with us to withhold the affiliate commission as soon as the money is processed. And what that means is you get to keep all of your money and we hold on to your affiliates' money for you. It's kind of like a hybrid of you doing your own processing and ClickBank. The advantage to that is that Groove will pay all of your affiliates for you, and we will handle all of the W-2, W-9, 1099, international forms, all of that stuff we take care of for you. Now, there's a small fee for that, but if you don't want us to do that, then you can simply go through the headaches of paying your own affiliates like every other platform. At least the choice is yours. Now, in terms of what types of merchant accounts you can use, GroovePay pretty much uses anything that you would ever need. We have Stripe, Authorize.net, and NMI, which are the three most popular in the world. And then, of course, we have PayPal and PayPal's Braintree. And of course, we have GroovePay, which is our separate company, separate LLC, and it is a merchant processing company. Why do you want to use GroovePay? Well, first of all, we know the business that you're in, so you don't have to ever worry about being shut down for processing. You can always reach us. You have a toll-free number at the front of the website. Even if you need to get one of the founders on the phone because you're doing a launch or you're having a problem with your launch in the middle of the night on a Sunday, we are there for you. In fact, we're the only ones that can shut you down. So most likely, you're not going to have a problem with your launch when it's happening or in the middle of the night. GroovePay does all of its own underwriting, which means we take on all of the risk. Getting a GroovePay account is free, and we don't even run a credit report. And you can get approved for your GroovePay account, and you can get approved for your Groove, and you can get instant same-day approval when you apply at GroovePay. Just go to groovepay.com and click on apply. We're more affordable because our rate is at 2.85 compared to Stripe's 2.9 and 25 cents per transaction compared to Stripe's 30 cents per transaction. We are much more affordable than PayPal, but we always recommend that you use a merchant account and PayPal, so we would recommend that you use GroovePay and PayPal. GroovePay has no application fees, no hidden fees, no monthly PCI fees, statement fees, annual fees, no minimum monthly processing fees or cancellation fees, and we have flat rate pricing for you. Basically, if you live in a modern country, we can get you approved. But you always have the choice of using Stripe, Authorize.net, NMI, PayPal, Braintree, GroovePay. One of the things that we also want to let you know is that we also have rotation of mids. So you can rotate an Authorize.net account at 50%, a GroovePay at 30%, and a Stripe at 20%, or two of your Stripe accounts, or whatever, any combination that adds up to 100%, you could rotate so you could have what we call load balancing. That's built into our platform. You can also do that with PayPal, with multiple PayPal accounts. And we also have something with PayPal called risk mitigation, which means that you could limit the percentage that you want PayPal to even show at checkout. So maybe if you're doing a launch with a new PayPal account, you want to set the PayPal account to only show to 1 out of every 10 buyers, so you could slowly season the PayPal account without blowing it up too fast and getting all of your money locked up so you can't pay your affiliates. Again, that's an exclusive to Groove, and nobody else has that. All right, moving on. We also give you the most powerful commission complexities, meaning that you could set up an affiliate program for 50% commission, or set up a 2-tier affiliate program at 40% and 10%. That's pretty much standard out of the box. Most people can do that. Our complex program allows you to say, I want to pay by percentage or dollar amount after the merchant account fees are taken into consideration or before the merchant account fees are taken into consideration. And you can also say that I want to pay a flat fee on the dollar trial, like $50 flat fee. And then you can say, I want to pay 100% commission for the first 2 payments, but the rest of the recurring payments in perpetuity, I don't want to pay anything. Or to attract affiliates with your recurring program, you may say, I'll pay you 100% commission for the first 3 payments. But then after that, for the rest of the year, I'm going to pay you 30% commission. And then for the next year, I'm only going to pay 5% commission, or shut it off entirely. Basically, our advanced complexity allows you to create a separate affiliate program for each payment that is made. We've used it in our launches in the past to help front end our affiliates by paying them more money up front. Rather than them thinking they have to get paid on a recurring over the next several years, we front loaded it and it works like gangbusters. We can also do Cpa commissions, meaning you can have somebody fill out a web form or a free sign up or webinar registrations, and you could pay commissions. Now that can get a little bit dangerous, but we do have that technology, which also means that we have affiliate lead tracking, which is what I would recommend, where you are doing a pre-launch or a webinar and you can have a prize competition for your top 25 most trusted affiliates that you trust their traffic, and you can say that whoever sends me the most leads, we're going to pay a prize. You could set custom commissions for your different affiliates. You can have commission overrides based on if the person is a free member or a paid or a gold or a silver, you can change the commission structure. Or if you meet somebody at an event and you say, well, my normal commission is 40%, but I'll pay you 60%. You have all those different advantages that you could do as well. We also have custom landing pages for your affiliate program. So you could set up drop downs for your affiliates to promote your front end tripwire or your product launch or your webinar or your automated webinar or your video sales letter or your long form sales letter or your Black Friday sale or day 2 email or whatever the case is. You can set up different landing pages where your affiliates will get a drop down where they can choose where that will go. And you could also give them different swipe to do that. As we said before, we can do a 2-tier affiliate program. We also set up your 2-tier affiliate program to go to your JV page. Like we have GrooveJV.com. So if you set up your site, JV.com, or your brand, then your 2-tier affiliate link will actually go to that page that is informing people on how to sell affiliates. No other software platform does that. They give a 2-tier affiliate link and then you basically have to tell somebody, hey, sign up under me if you're going to sign up. And it's just a form. What we actually do is we give people a link, and then that link goes to where you advertise to recruit affiliates. And that way, when your JV brokers want to promote your program, they could use a link that goes to your page that sells your affiliate program. On top of that, we do affiliate performance reports. We have a powerful payment wallet. And finally, we have affiliate integrations. This is an exclusive, meaning that you can say that your affiliates have access to fire off tracking pixels only when they make a sale if they want to do the advertising. That's an exclusive. Nobody else does that. You can also allow them to have integrations when they make a sale as an affiliate to use something like Zapier or release a bonus or release a GrooveMember website or a third-party bonus or automatically register them to their MailChimp account or automatically register them to an automated webinar to help increase sales for you. This is powerful. Most people don't know that we have this extremely powerful stuff. We have affiliate permissions, which means that you can say that you don't want the affiliate to see the customer's email or phone number or address, or you can allow them to see it but not download it and not export it. As I said just before, you can have them automate their bonus. So instead of your affiliate having to say, email my support team with your receipt, and then I'll give you a bonus. You know how much support teams hate that? When you're selling something and your affiliate makes several hundred sales and now their support team is being inundated with people saying, hey, I want to get this bonus. And then they have to manually set up an account. With Groove, we can automate that by simply activating a GrooveMember or fulfilling a bonus link or a bonus file or integrating with a webhook to your third-party membership site. So as soon as they buy your product, your affiliate knows that their bonus has already been fulfilled. And if there's a refund, all of that access goes away. Also, this is very powerful. Your affiliates can create their own custom landing pages. So you might say, Mike, why would an affiliate want to do that? Well, maybe they have a YouTube video that they did a 10 or 20 minute review on your product and they want to mail people to their YouTube video, but they don't want to have to hope that the person clicks the link in the description where the person might say, wow, what a great review. Let me just go search for it in Google. Now they could wrap that YouTube link around their affiliate link and drop their cookie. Or to make it even easier to understand, maybe they did a great review on your product on their blog. So again, if they did a great blog review, instead of emailing their customers and hoping that they click the link in the blog, they can mail the blog as an affiliate link and it'll automatically drop the cookie. So now even if the person searches for the product in Google in the search engines without clicking the link, they're still going to get credit. This next one is probably one of the most powerful exclusive tools that we have. You can create a promotion tools widget like you see at GrooveJV.com that does 5 things. You simply put the widget on your site and it allows the user to sign up for your affiliate program, log into your affiliate program, check their sales and stats, get all of their links and all of their swipes, and do a drop down to see which product or which funnel or which campaign. Are they promoting the automated webinar or the Black Friday or the Valentine's sale? And then they get custom banners and swipe that you created for that, all by simply putting a widget on your site after you create those tools. The leaderboard, the dreaded leaderboard, one of the most important things when doing a launch. In fact, we even use this ourselves. Basically, what you normally have to do is you have to go in, run a report, put it into a spreadsheet, see how many sales this person made compared to the day before, who moved up 3 positions, who's now in first place, who overtook 5th place from 6th place, and then you write what we call the trash talk email. And this normally takes about 4 hours to do every single day. Well, with our leaderboard widget, you just say, I want it to work from this date to this date for this product. I don't or I do want to include upsells, or I want the contest to be based on sales or sales prior to refunds or sales without refunds, or total gross, including upsells. It's up to you. You customize it in the wizard. And when you're done, you put a little leaderboard on your page. And once that date kicks in, it'll just give all of your affiliates a live activity log of where they currently are in the race or the contest for the prizes. And if they hit refresh, the leaderboard will automatically update. And you can even get a link where you could email that out in an email. And of course, we end with proof widgets, which is something that you'll see at companies like useproof.com or FOMO, I think it's usefomo.com, or Provely. And if you go to something like useproof.com, you'll notice that just to fire off the impressions, if you have 10,000 people show up at your site, it costs the almost $99 a month, which is what we're later going to be charging for Groove. But if you are somebody like us, you'd be paying about $699 a month just to have a little proof widget that says, Jim from San Antonio signed up 7 minutes ago. The reason why people pay these insane prices to these companies is because it actually increases conversions. But just know you automatically get this included free with Groove. So anytime somebody buys your product or an upsell, you simply put a line of code and it will tell your users that somebody just bought or signed up. Our proof widgets also work with our forms. So you can say somebody signed up or somebody filled out this survey or this quiz or signed up for this webinar and have that snippet of code as well. Again, just part of how we say we have over 17 apps completely integrated. All right, a couple of more we're going to run through real quick. You can have your affiliate links branded to your domain, your tracking links branded to your domain. You can have page tracking, goals, projections. Projections mean, let's take a look at today's sales, but since they have recurring income based on past performance, we can know how much future income is going to come based on today's sales. We also have affiliate fraud warning that lets you know when an affiliate and a customer have the same IP address. So it's likely that the affiliate signed up for your affiliate program just to use your affiliate program as a rebate or a coupon. So it's your choice if you want to remove that affiliate commission. We allow you to do clawbacks. commissions advances. This is an exclusive to Groove. This is if you just did a promotion with a partner and you normally have to wait 45 days to 60 days for the refunds before you could pay them, but you did so well and you want to give them a little advance of like 10 or 15,000. What you can do is you can put that into the system and it'll deduct it when it's time for the affiliate. So you never have to worry about telling your accounting department to withhold that money when it's time to pay them. This is for advanced affiliates, but it's really cool stuff. We also have a tax ledger adjustment. This is good when you're giving somebody a bonus. If you're giving away prizes like MacBook Pros or iPads, or in our case, sometimes cars and all these crazy different prizes, when you give that to somebody, you have to report that for taxes at the end of the year. Now, most affiliate programs are only going to give you what you've actually paid people. They don't know that you've sent them a MacBook Pro or an Amazon gift card. Groove allows you to go in for that affiliate and put a tax ledger adjustment for a bonus of, let's say, $5,000 because they took second place in your affiliate contest. And then at the end of the year, if they earned $30,000, well, instead of giving them a 1099 for $30,000, you're going to give them a 1099 for $35,000 because you paid them $30,000 in commissions and you bought them a $5,000 computer, which needs to be written off for taxes. If not, you pay taxes on that in your company because you don't get the write-off. You have a customer CRM so that you could see what's going on with your customer and leave notes. And that's later going to be built into GroovePipe CRM so you can move them along with your sales team. Your customers also receive a billing portal. Anyone can go to billing.groovesell.com, or you can even customize that and brand that to your own domain. And what's good about that is users can go in and they can log in at any time there. What's good about that is users simply put in their email and it sends them all of the purchases that they've made with a history of the support information and their bonuses and all those different things. We have tax jar integration, meaning you can collect tax in every state or any country, and VAT and all those different things. We have multiple currency, meaning that if you want to collect in euros or pounds or Brazilian real, that is completely up to you. We also have a checkout currency converter that you could turn on at your checkout. So even if somebody has to pay you in US dollars, but they live in France or in the UK, and they just want to see what it's actually going to convert to roughly, they click a button and it tells them with an API that we have, this is the current conversion today according to Google. We also have multi-language checkout so that people can say what country they're from in a dropdown. You can activate this in your checkout and then it'll convert the checkout form into that language. This next one is huge. Since iOS, that means Apple iPhones, are stopping cookies and third-party tracking going across multiple websites, it has become impossible to track ads, or nearly impossible to track ads for your users on iPhones. Now, here's the thing. Some of the most effective advertising are people that own iPhones and advertising on mobile devices. So essentially 70% of the effectiveness of ads went out the door overnight because you couldn't track. Facebook came out with a new conversion pixel API, and our platform works with that already. So you simply activate it and drop that pixel, and now you'll be able to still have tracking on your iOS devices. As far as I know, we're one of the only platforms that allows that. And again, we're on the cutting edge of this stuff because we need this stuff in our business. And finally, we have an affiliate marketplace, just like ClickBank, that allows you to get exposure. So when you list your product in GrooveSell, you can activate whether or not you want it into the public marketplace. And once that happens, people can search for the GrooveSell marketplace, and we're going to be advertising it at the front end of Groove.CM. And it's only going to get you more exposure. And the better your product performs, it's kind of like a search engine ranking, the better your product performs, the higher you're going to be in the listings of the marketplace. Okay, we're going to hotkey back over to the front end dashboard. Okay, for the sake of time here, folks, I'm just going to walk through GrooveMail very, very quickly. All right, again, you can find GrooveMail in the drop-down menu, or you can simply click right here. Now, GrooveMail has your contacts. So you have contacts, you can import, you can create suppression lists, you can manage your lists right here. So you can have lists, tags, categories, and segments. And we have the most powerful segmentation builder you've ever seen. It's really awesome. Here's where you do your broadcast. Here's where you do all of your sequences. And just to give you an example of what a sequence looks like, Let's just go here to our onboarding sequence here when somebody joins. And this loads, and as you can see here, here's where we say send an email, send an SMS after how many days, or what the promotion, what the email is, and all those different things. We're going to talk more about that in just a minute. Let's also go back and talk about the fact that you can do all of your automations here. And automations basically say, if this happens, then this happens. If somebody purchases this, make them an affiliate at this commission. If somebody refunds a product, make these things happen. And it happens any single time anything happens, it will trigger an event. That's how you automate your business. We have forms, and this is where you set up your senders. If you want to use GrooveMail, go right ahead. And if you want to use your own third-party sender like Mailgun or SendGrid, you just put in the details there, and you can use a third-party sender, but you'd be paying them. As a lifetime member of Groove, you will be able to send, as a lifetime member of Groove, you can have 25,000 active leads in your system, and you can mail them unlimited number of emails. For comparison's sake, if we were to go to active campaign pricing, and if we were just going to put in their pricing for number of contacts at 25,000, you would be paying $549 per month. But keep in mind, you can only send 10x the amount of the contacts, meaning you can only send 250,000 people, which means you could only mail 10 days a month or 1 out of every 3 days. You get unlimited with Groove. And of course, here is where you get your advanced analytics. And again, we don't have the time to go through all of the features in GrooveMail and an entire walkthrough, but just know GrooveMail compares with the power of Active Campaign, but we think it's better and easier to use. And because we've been doing this and I've built these platforms in the past, we have the best email deliverability in the business, bar none. And so folks, that's essentially GrooveMail. One of the things that I do want to point out is that with GrooveMail, you can not only send mail, but you can send text messages through automation or broadcast. You could do automation of voice blast, which is basically a phone call that will leave a message or play a message when it's answered or on the person's answering machine. And then the fourth thing, the first is mail, second is text, third is voice. The fourth is that we actually do automation of snail mail. So we can automate on any event, postcards to specific people on specific events, large, medium, or small postcards, or even direct mail pieces. So somebody signs up for your program, pays for your tripwire, but doesn't buy your more expensive upsell or call you for coaching. You could send out a brochure or a mail piece, and all of the mail on the postcard is dynamic with their name and their phone number or any of the information that you've collected, just like you can use in an email. Okay, so today we went over Groove Pages and GrooveFunnels, GrooveSell and Groove Affiliate, GrooveMail, GrooveMember. We don't have time to go over GrooveVideo, but essentially it's like Wistia. You can go to Wistia and see what Wistia does. It's an advanced video platform, unlike YouTube that is displaying ads and related videos after it plays. GrooveVideo is built in, and we have ways where you could use it with unlimited bandwidth at no cost. So you'll get unlimited views with this lifetime account. We showed you GrooveBlog, we showed you GrooveKart, and a quick little peek at GrooveWebinar. We just don't have the time today, but it's basically an automated webinar platform, and the live is coming soon. And we also have a mobile device that you could download. You simply click on the mobile app, and that will open up information to tell you how to get it for Android and the iPhone, and here's me describing it. But essentially, I have my phone connected right now. What we'll do is we will go to the Groove.CM app, and as you can see, it's logging in, and we have a great user interface. Right here, I can see all of the different apps, and I can go to GrooveSell, and I could see sales for today. But again, you could go in, click on any of these things and manage and see analytics. It's a pretty cool feature. And now what I want to do is I want to talk about the future products that are coming to Groove. And then that will wrap up this product demonstration, and we could talk about how you could get access and become a lifetime member of Groove and why you need to do it this week and what the consequences are if you don't. Okay, let's hotkey back to the PowerPoint. Now, do me a favor. If you're excited about what you've seen so far, and you want to see what the future of Groove is going to be, what we're actually working on right now, what's coming out later this year and what's coming out early next year. Do me a favor, raise your hand by typing a 1 in the chat if you loved what you've seen so far. And don't worry if you have any questions. I see all of the questions blowing up in the chat. If you have any questions, my team is there to answer any question that you have. So put it in the chat and my team will answer it. But if you're ready to see the future of Groove.CM, do me a favor, blow up the chat. There, I see them coming in. Tim from Houston says, yes, can't wait to see it. All right, guys, we are running out of time. And I have to get to tell you how you can get started with the Groove platform to become a charter member, a lifetime member, and all of the benefits that gives you, and how you can avoid paying us monthly like others will be paying us dearly for a lot less throughout the end of time, so that you'll have every tool to run your business. I've only given you a glimpse of what Groove can do, but now I want to show you some of the things that we're working on and what's coming soon. So you guys are loving it in the chat, so let's jump right in. I'm only going to spend 5 minutes on this, and then we're going to get right to the offer. All right, the first thing is that we are making some major changes to the user interface for every single app. Those of you that are familiar with the app now know how our wizards work and how our submenus work when you're in the wizard. Well, as you can see here, we have a whole new wizard that's going to make things a lot easier. And then once you get inside of the wizard, we're going to stack the different things that you need to do. There'll be an edit button that'll open it up, and when you're done, it'll collapse back. It's a much more pleasant and enjoyable user interface, and we're making changes, sweeping changes throughout the app that you're going to see all live within the next 60 days. Okay, next, the one that I'm likely the most excited about is something that we're calling the new sales flow builder, and it's part of GrooveSell. So currently in GrooveSell, you've got to kind of map these things out in your head, and then we ask you when you create a product, what is the thank you page, or will it be an upsell? And you kind of have to know what you're doing, or you can't maximize profits. You might leave some things out because you don't really understand the power. The new sales flow builder will start with a product. And when you choose a product, we're going to connect it to a checkout page. The checkout page will ask you to do any bumps. And then you can click the plus button, like you see in the bottom middle of the page. And that will ask you if you want to do an upsell or a thank you page. And if you choose upsell, it'll just keep building out to the right. And if you say downsell, it'll build down. And then it forces you to the end to end on a thank you page. And this will maximize every single product, upsells, downsells, bump, hybrid bump, add to cart bump, and it will leave nothing to chance. And it will actually build out all of the flow for you, and it will connect with your funnels that are in Groove pages so that each upsell you can connect to a page. This is really exciting stuff. All right. In Groove pages, we have so much more coming, but one of the things that I'm really excited about that I just wanted to highlight for you is our new advanced SEO scoring. And this is an SEO tab that's going to be put on the left side of the builder that's going to ask you the proper way to do SEO and leave nothing to chance. And then you can check your SEO score, and it's going to tell you what you did right on page and what you did wrong and some of the things that you can do to fix it, or what you might have left out, maybe an alt tag in a picture or whatever the case may be. This will help you get your SEO scores up to near 100. All right, next is GrooveFunnels funnel mapping. So we're coming out with new funnel mapping, kind of like Funnelytics, where you're going to have a canvas that you can basically create all your different campaigns and brainstorm about which page will go here and how the designs are going to look, and something that you can give to your team. As you can see here, you will simply pull in something from the left like pages, actions, automations, and eventually this is going to work as a WYSIWYG for all of the apps connecting together all inside of the funnel mapping. Your automations, your email sequences, everything can be built out here. This we're really excited about. This is a project that we're working on this year. It'll be released by the end of the year, and then it'll mature over next year with all of these automations and things. And this year, we're releasing GrooveStream, and GrooveStream will allow you to stream like you do with StreamYard, but we're also combining things like conferencing like Zoom and live webinars and hybrid webinars. And we, of course, have automated webinars. So there's many different ways to do webinars, from automated to live to conferences to streams or combinations or hybrids. So what you're looking at here is the wizard to help you create it and what the room is going to look like. When these products come out in just a few months, we're going to have incredible training to teach you how to maximize your live streams for content, conferences for training, and your webinars for sales. All right, next is Groove Surveys and Groove Quiz. They'll be coming out late second quarter, early third quarter of this year. Quizzes are basically advanced funnels that combine forms and pages to interact and engage with the users so that once they give you the information, you could send them dynamic content based on the answers in the quiz or the survey that will help you market and fulfill better to that user. Are you starting to see how these apps, we've said 17, they're actually 18, how these 18 apps are all coming together, they work well together, and instead of having to duct tape all of this stuff with other quiz software, email software, blog software, proof software, affiliate software, oh my goodness, it's just crazy. Now you have it all in one. And look, if you're gonna pay us later $299 a month, we're going to be happy. And I think you're going to be better off paying us the $299 than paying 18 other people over $3,500 a month, because you need all of these things to run your business. And as I always say, even if you had to pay $3,500 a month to run your business, that's pretty small. But Groove is going to do it for everybody for $299 when this launch ends. But you are going to be able to get it today for just 3 payments of $699, 2 payments of $99, or 1 payment of $19.97, plus a ton of bonuses that I'm going to go over in just a minute. But we're still not done yet. Currently in the works, we are developing right now code for GrooveDesk, GrooveCalendar, and GroovePipe CRM. GrooveDesk will allow you to stop paying hefty premiums to software companies like Zendesk and HelpScout, which charge you up to $19 per month per user. So if you have about 10 people on your staff doing support, that's almost $200 a month you spend just on support software. Groove will eliminate it and have all of the customer data with a click at the help desk. You'll be able to click the customer, know exactly what they purchased, provide a refund, or even fulfillment. It really starts tying your business all together. And then there's Groove Calendar. If you do any type of coaching and you're trying to get your Calendly to connect to your other CRM systems, it can be a little bit difficult. And also, you want all of that information captured when you get a lead that gives you their name, number, and email. You want that put into your CRM so the second they start in your calendar, you can start an automated follow-up sequence. Groove Calendar is going to be able to let you do that and so much more. And then finally, this is something that we do integrate right now with a third-party company called Pipedrive. And if you have a sales teams need a particular software that uses a Candam type of technology that allows you to move the cards from one process to another and remind you when you need to manually connect back with that customer via text or phone calls. No sales floor can survive without a pipeline CRM, and that's why we're creating GroovePipe CRM. Okay, and next is possibly one of the biggest things that we're doing, and that is our SDK project we've been working on for a couple of years. What that means is not only are we going to be releasing a public API and documentation so that you could program custom things for the app for your own software or other software companies can program to us, but we're also releasing an SDK, and that stands for Software Developer Kit. What that means is you can do 3 things. Number 1, you could create your own plugins that you could build on top of our platform that you could use that will change the user interface and the function of the app to suit you. Number 2, you could create apps for other people that you'll be able to publish in our apps marketplace that you could give away for free for lead generation or a freemium with an upgrade. Or number 3, you could sell your apps. Now, where do you see an SDK with an apps marketplace? Well, the most popular one would be on the iPhone, where you have developers that create apps that extend the phone to make it more powerful, and they're sold in an app marketplace. You also see that on Android, on WordPress, on Google Chrome, and of course, in Shopify. This SDK is going to allow programmers to make our app even more popular. You can see what it did for the iPhone, for WordPress, for Google Chrome, and for Shopify. Now look, as big as Apple is, they can't even create all of the things that an iPhone user needs. And that's some of the secret success to companies like Salesforce and Shopify. Well, imagine when you'll no longer have to wait for us to add cool new features to Groove. We will continue to improve it, but at the same time, exponentially, you'll see people creating pop-up software and conversion software, things for Groove Pages and GrooveSell, things that we couldn't even imagine that will help your business even better. You can expect that later this year. And also in that marketplace, we're going to be allowing you to be able to sell your own funnels or buy funnels and pages and brand websites, webinar funnels from other people. In fact, there'll be an entire marketing asset marketplace where if you want to set up a resale rights product or set up a membership or an email follow-up campaign or package them all together as a done-for-you program, with a brand website and funnels, and you've set up the product and the price point and the affiliate program, the order bumps, and you've created the products in a membership, and you want to give a done-for-you business in a box for somebody, well, you just package them together and create a share URL. And then when they buy it from you or you give it away for free, it'll allow them to import all of that into their business, and they simply change their logo and their payment gateway, and they're instantly in business. Or perhaps it'll be you that'll be buying that from someone else. On top of that, we're going to be creating a partners marketplace so that you could find help and agencies if you want to work with. Or if you're an agency, you'll be able to be part of our partners marketplace where people will be able to find you for your goods and services. All right. And finally, to wrap this up, we have a brand new media-rich multi-page website, which is being released right when this launch ends. Here's some screenshots of some of the pages. It's actually going to be over 30 different pages with animated GIFs, videos, descriptions, basically everything that you learned on this webinar and more we'll be able to research on our front-end website. Right now, so many people don't know about Groove because you have to create an account and then create product funnels and funnels to actually see how the product works. So no longer will you need a 2-hour webinar like this to learn all about it. But of course, we did this for you today so that we could get your attention, show you where we've come from, where we are now, and where we're going, and allow you to become just as special as the very first people that backed this project almost 3 years ago.
If you are still playing around with the free access to Groove and haven't yet upgraded and locked in your lifetime plan, today is the day to do it. Right now, this moment,
I would absolutely buy it. Without a doubt, hands down.
It's tailored for whatever it is you want to do. And it's got all the tools to make it happen.
If you're going to be selling products or services online, you need to have the tool that can bring that all together for you.
If you want a good quality platform that is integrated, that all the pieces fit together, and you've got the ongoing support, you've got the ongoing community, you've got the ongoing upgrades, etc., included for free, well, I think it's a no-brainer to make the decision to upgrade straight away.
Because when Mike says, this is it, we're closing this window, we're closing the door, and we're caulking right around the edges, it's over with.
It's just so incredibly perfect for an online business.
there is nothing out there on the market that gives you this many things for a lifetime deal that will save you thousands of dollars.
Before Groove, our monthly bill for all of our softwares was $29,000. For us, it was a business decision. I get the lifetime because you will save so much money.
I'm a numbers person. I'm an accountant, right? So that with Groove was a no-brainer for me.
You know, the Groove pays for itself very, very quickly.
Not to mention tap into the affiliate deals and make money off of things that other people have created. OMG, you can sell a few of these and it will pay for your entire lifetime membership and never have to pay for monthly software again.
You can get Groove completely paid for in 5 or 6 days if you work it. Honest to God, look, I went to 5. I went to 10,000. I'm over 50,000.
You can't go wrong. I mean, you only have to sell like 3 Groove platinum packages right now to get your money back. You can do that in your sleep.
Let's say 7 years from now, you're making a fortune and you've been making a fortune. Multiply 7 times 36. Oh man, it's a couple $100,000.
Definitely grab it now. You're not going to see anything. This is as good or better in pretty much every way than the guys charging $300 a month for similar stuff that doesn't do as much.
Why would I go and spend all these other places and then have to learn how to connect them all?
I know some people are sitting there, should I do it? Could I do it?
This is a place where I think you have to sort of listen around and trust some people that have been there. And Mike Filsaime, Matt Seralta, John Cornetta, these guys have been there in the online business. And so for any purchase, it's a leap of faith, right? But in my opinion, you should make that leap because this is going to be your tool that's going to enable you in a much faster fashion to get your online business up and running and moving than anything else you could sort of cobble together out there.
I promise you this will be your best purchase of all time.
And it would be one of those times that you need that light bulb moment then here it is. It's lit and you need to move over, because if you want the best value, you want the best software, you want the best of everything in one place, Groove is it for you.
So don't hesitate. Do what you got to do to get in at this insanely low price.
That's an invitation to build the ideal life, build the business, build whatever it is that you want to build, so that you can really live an extraordinary life.
It's free to join, right? It's free to join. The lifetime's going away. To me, it's like, why wouldn't you do it? Because if you wait, it's going to be a monthly fee and you're going to spend over $2,000 more next year.
You're going to be kicking yourself when it's gone. It's just a straight up math, right? I mean, it's $300 a month, or it's $2,000 one time and you're done.
Are you going to be that person that's going to look back and say, hey, I could have gotten in on Groove, a lifetime offer, and I didn't? Oh my God, why did I let that go?
Why?
It's too good of an offer to pass up.
I knew that this software is something special, and if I then don't take up on this offer, I'm going to regret it, because this is going to be the most powerful software on the planet, and whatever happens, I'll move forward with it.
For a new user coming into the Groove ecosystem, I can tell you that you are going to have a wealth of people to choose from to not only mentor you, but help you on your Groove journey. Not just Groove employees. I'm talking about Groove users. They have just stepped up, including myself, where we're answering questions on behalf of Groove, asking nothing in return.
We like Groove and we like helping people.
Sometimes I've even seen in the forums and on Facebook feeds that Mike Phil-Same himself go in and answer questions.
I find the Facebook group to be so helpful.
If you put a question in there, you will have 5 people in 10 minutes who will give you an answer to your question.
Anyone that joins Groove, they need to jump in that community right away, because they're going to feel a part of the family right away.
And that's the kind of community and Facebook page we have with Groove.
We're here together. Together we're rising. It's not in a silo. You're not alone.
As a business owner, being able to get into a community, especially like Groove has built for us, is so comforting. You can reach out to each other and you become friends. You become a family.
It's essential for your success to have other people that speak the language that you do.
When you have somebody reaching back to making sure you're coming along, I can't say enough about the community.
I can't speak highly enough about it. I mean, they're just amazing.
Is far beyond any type of software out there.
Now, as far as support, Groove has a team of people that are very smart.
They have 3 different ways you can contact support.
Is also super responsive, which is important. We pretty much hear back on everything within 24 hours, oftentimes much quicker.
They will usually make a video.
And the video tells me exactly what I need to know. It's already queued up. It's been very easy to follow. Feeling like I'm actually talking to a real person, like my complaint or my question or whatever is actually being handled. They're really doing it. They're not just sending me automated responses.
They're also quick to move it up to the second tier to the technicians who can look at it and work with it. So that's really helpful. Nothing short of phenomenal. Okay? They're awesome, man. Customer service is one of the legs that your business has to stand on.
So it's not many platforms that you see, not just the support team, but you see the people using it and have actually made good money out of it, supporting people who are brand new to Groove.
I'm super impressed. I've never had customer service that great before.
There isn't that much to go wrong in Groove.
If you're new to Groove and you want to know where to start, and you're wondering, well, will I get support and will I get training? There are
thousands of training videos on their YouTube that are out there for free. You can go to Groove Academy. You can go into any of the Facebook groups. There's just so much that you can go and learn from that I think that they make it easy for anyone.
It helped me learn everything I needed to know and make the things myself.
This training, I've never seen anything that even is on the scale to being close to what we have access to.
The free training with Groove alone, I must tell you something, That alone is worth a couple $100,000 easily.
They are perfect.
You got people like David Lemon who make everything so loving and elegant.
David Lemon does a lot of live training sessions,
which has been super powerful. You can go every week and ask questions that are specific to you, and David Lemon himself will show you how to solve your problem.
David Lemon is wonderful.
He is a godsend, and he will actually make custom videos and put them out there for people. So David Lemon is one of the biggest assets I've ever seen to the Groove community. David is brilliant.
He feeds off of people asking him a question. It's like he needs to help someone today.
That care, that actual desire to help people, that is present through the founding members, and that just comes top down.
The whole Groove team, everybody's vibe is to how can we serve our customer so that our customer feels like they're the most important thing in the world.
Provide value, provide change, provide opportunity to people, and really care about them succeeding.
They want you to succeed, and they're there to help you in any way possible.
It's a commitment to serving us, the community.
Groove.CM because customers matter. And that's how they've built their business. That's how they've built their company, is because they put the customer first, which very few people do.
And I think that speaks volumes to the software community, because they not only build the software based on what they want, they base it on what users want.
The company culture of Groove is enough to want anybody to use Groove. To have that kind of a culture behind you as a business owner.
So proud of Mike for building a community this large and this robust with a lot of great people involved. So yeah, that's my honest take on it.